everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Dawkins on Duke. Season 2 is back officially in swing. We're going to be back sending something out at least once a week, probably more than once a week once the season gets going. Try and get some interaction with you guys, kind of like we did last year with the locker room talks with post-game, pre-game. So look out for all that stuff. Make sure you subscribe on YouTube. That's where you post all our clips, the Field of 68. And wherever you get your podcast, make sure you subscribe and leave a rating, a comment, and reach out to us on Twitter at the Field of 68 at Dre_Dawkins. Let us know who you want to hear from next. Let us know what you think about the podcast. And I'm excited for this year and excited to get going with season 2. So enjoy this one. We got our last freshman that we hadn't done yet, Mr. Trevor Keels. I'm really excited about what he's going to bring to the team this year. So enjoy this podcast and look out for us weekly going on from here on out. This week we got our last freshman. We finally got him on, Mr. Trevor Keels. What's going on, man? Thanks for coming on.
What's going on? That much. Just practicing, getting ready for the season. We got a big countdown to Craziness Friday, so just getting prepared for that.
Yeah. So we always start off with the same question. It's what's your welcome to Duke moment? Have you had yours yet, or are you still waiting for it?
I kind of say I kind of had it a little bit. I'll probably say my first workout. It wasn't a break. Like, it was the hour, because we only be on the court for an hour.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll probably say like the first 20 minutes was with Nolan, and we're doing ball handling, and then we started on full court like just for like 5 minutes straight. I'm like, man, I'm thinking every workout gonna be like this. So I was just like, man, it's gonna be tough. Every workout gonna be.
Yeah. No, that first workout is always rough. I remember looking at the schedule and seeing it was just an hour. And I was like, oh, man, an hour. Like, yeah. They can't do too much in an hour. And I was the same way. I was like 15 minutes in, like, oh, my God. It's rough.
A lot you can do in an hour.
Yeah. You find out just how much you could do in an hour.
It's crazy.
So talk a bit about growing up in Maryland, big basketball culture up there in the DMV. So what was that like growing up?
I mean, it was lovely. When you grow up and then you got Kevin Durant, Michael Beasley, and all these top players from your area. And I had 2 other brothers that played basketball, so I was around a lot of people that got a lot of influence around Maryland. So I mean, it was great. And in high school, playing in WCAC, which is people call the best league in the country.
Yeah,
it's great. You go against people that's at UNC, at Villanova. You're going against all these players in high school almost every night. It reminds me of the ACC. Like a mini ACC, I call it all the time. So it's crazy. You get all this just in Maryland.
Yeah,
just all right there. So I couldn't ask for no better place to live.
Yeah. Who were some of your biggest influences in basketball when you were coming up?
I'll probably say my 2 older brothers. Just always helped me out. They always kept me around the game.
Mm-hmm.
That's why, people talk like high about my IQ. It's just I always been around the game since I've been young, learning things, learning plays. So I'll probably say my 2 biggest influences are my brothers.
Yeah,
just always teach me things.
Did you play any other sports?
I played football. It was basketball, football.
Okay.
I stopped football my 8th grade year. Well, going into high school, I stopped playing football.
What position were you?
I was a DN.
Oh, word? I was getting ready to say, like, you big strong guy. You had to be one of them linebacker DN kind of guy.
I was a DN. I was tough, but I couldn't. If I would have went to math, I would probably still played. But I went to PBI. I wasn't playing for PBI.
So what was obviously, you get to high school, you're a big time player. When did you feel like, okay, I may have a future in playing basketball here?
Um, I'll probably say my I feel like it was two moments. It was one was my sophomore year, um, where I didn't think I was gonna have to be the leader on the team. Our two best players tore their ACLs back-to-back games. Jeremy and then Ant that's at UNC. Uh, and then now all the pressure's on me. Now I'm a sophomore. I'm 15 years old. Now I got to be the senior on the team, the captain on the team, and really take over the team. So I think we went undefeated in the conference. We beat a couple national teams. I felt like I actually can go high major with the game of basketball. I started working harder because there was no taking no steps backward. We still had Jeremy. He came back the next year, and you know, so I really couldn't take no steps backwards. I had to keep going forward. I'll probably say that moment, and then another moment was probably after we played ING. We had Coach K at the game. We had a bunch of coaches. It was a sold out crowd, and Jeremy caught a cramp. He was down like five, like in the fourth quarter. I took over, had 11 straight, and I just knew I really can. I feel like I could go to the NBA with this, with basketball. So I think them the two moments.
That's what's up. So you mentioned Jeremy, who is a sophomore point guard at Duke, was your teammate. So, I mean, what was that like? I mean, how much was he recruiting you once he committed to Duke?
Well, it's crazy because when he committed, Duke wasn't really looking at me yet. We were the Peach Jam, and I remember Coach Shire texting him, was like, number 5 looked like the best player on the court, and I was on number 5 would take over. And I was just like, man, why you didn't text me then? Why you text me? Why you didn't text me? I kept asking Jeremy. So when they eventually texted me after the ING game and offered me, Jeremy was on me quick. As soon as I posted, he told me I need to commit there right now. Blah, blah, blah. So he was definitely in my ear almost every day. But at the same time, he did a whole year, at Duke. So he knew the goods and the bads. So he was telling me straight up. That's one of the main reasons why I came here. He told me straight up the good things, and he also told me the bad things. Every school not perfect. Like, you're gonna have some bad things, stuff you're gonna complain about.
Yeah, for sure.
So he was just telling me that stuff. It definitely helped me out. And I mean, it was definitely fun playing with him in high school. So I had to run it back.
Yeah. What who else was involved? Like, did you have like a set top 5 or anything like that?
I was down to I come out listed 3, and then I had a Kentucky 4. I was a big fan of Juwan Howard, Michigan. I really liked him. One of the reasons why they didn't make my top 3 just because my mom didn't want me to go that far. She couldn't see me in Michigan. She didn't really like it. But we love Juwan. I'll text Juwan for anything. Be a good dude. But Michigan definitely was one that stood out to me a lot. But it was so far.
Yeah.
But I cut my list down to Kentucky, Virginia, and Villanova. And it definitely was a tough decision because you got Coach Calipari, you got Jay Wright, you got Tony Bennett, them all hopefully Hall of Fame coaches.
Yeah.
Trying to recruit you, telling you they want you at your school and stuff like that. So I mean, it was a crazy experience. It was stressful. But after I committed, I look back at it, and it's just like everybody don't get that opportunity to be stressful like that. Some people are stressful because they get an offer. So it's fun being on the top, looking down, and I get to pick the school. So it was great.
Yeah. What was What were some of the things that ultimately led to your decision to come to Duke?
Uh, I'll probably say one was Jeremy. Another one is Paulo. Paulo recruited me crazy as well. He told me, we played against each other in 8th grade in Portland. We played each other twice in the same tournament. We went at each other. So he always knew I had that competitive edge towards me. So he was just saying like, man, I really want to play with you. And that, I mean, it's good to hear it from a dude like him.
Yeah.
He's, people like him usually focus on just, I'm here for 1 year. I don't really care. I'm going to NBA regardless of who comes here with me or not. But he was not that type of way at all. And I'll probably say the coaching staff, it's another big thing. When you get coached by coaches that, was players and won a national championship, I mean, you can't ask for it better, like Ndot and Shire.
Mm-hmm.
They won national championships. So they know what it's been like. We added Emil. He won a national championship 2015. So it's just we got all these coaches that been through the fire as a coach and as a player. So, I mean, you can't ask for nothing better than that. But open your ears and listen.
Yeah. You mentioned Nolan's his first year as an assistant coach. How's he been? And, can you tell us his first year, or is he just like every other coach?
Ndot fit right in.
Yeah.
He's just like another coach. If you come to practice and you don't even know if it's first year, you'll think he's been coach for a while.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, it's just, and we respect him. We don't look at him as, oh, he just now an assistant coach. Like I don't need to respect him. Like we all, because Ndot was really good when he played. He did a lot of things, and then people love him up here. He did a lot of great things at Duke. So he's, everybody love Ndot.
Yeah, he's the unofficial mayor of Durham for sure. What's it been like, being on campus over the summer, getting a chance to kind of work with the guys and, learn a few things before the semester started and practice started and things like that?
It was definitely great. It was the freshman here first. It was us four here first. And then Wendell and Joey was here. They was taking a summer class. So it was just us six. We was just getting to know each other for the whole team came. We spent a month together just working out every day, taking a little summer course. We had a lot of bonding activities. And I feel like at first I was kind of complaining, like, why I'm wasting my whole summer, I'm like, I came from graduation. As soon as I walked off the stage, I came down Duke.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't even have a, graduation party, nothing like that. So it was just like, why I'm coming out here so early. But then you realize, like, that connection you got to have with the people you got to be on the floor with is very important.
Yeah.
And then coach having us down here early, building that connection with him and the assistants was great. Because, I mean, Coach K never got to speak to me in person about, him recruiting me and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So, being face-to-face, him teaching me the game that early was definitely great. And I feel like, we're ahead right now just because of that time.
Yeah. Talking to Coach, we were at K Academy. He mentioned having extra time to be around you guys because he wasn't out on the road recruiting, having you guys over at the house and things like that. So what was that like, getting the chance to, not only be on the court with him, but be off the court with him and kind of bond in that way?
The crazy part is, I like, people don't understand. Like, people look at it as like, Coach K's coaching you. Like, you should be, should be happy. And I'm grateful. I get to play for his last year and stuff like that. But like, when I'm talking to him and stuff, I look at him as a normal person. Like, because he don't carry himself like, I'm Coach K. I won this many gold medals. I did this and that. Like, he's not arrogant at all. So, he loved being around us. He calls us. He makes sure that connection is there, and that's what I love about him. He don't act arrogant, to which he can't act, because he is the greatest. But he don't act like that at all. He knows that connection is important.
Yeah. And being around Jeremy again, obviously you guys were teammates in high school for a couple of years, and now being around him again, where have you seen his game kind of evolve from where he was when you guys were in high school?
I feel like his game evolved crazy. Just because I was there. I was there when he was at his low point.
Mm-hmm.
Um, when he tore his ACL, it was rough for him. Whenever a doctor got to tell you got to sit out 9 to 12 months, it's hard to hear.
Yeah, for sure.
And a lot of people, when they tear the ACL, they don't really come around the team at all. Actually, when he tore his ACL, he came. We had a scrimmage that night. He came to the scrimmage, and that's just a lot of people don't do that. He always had leadership. That's what I always respect about him. We went at each other in practice every day. PBI. People always ask me who the hardest I had to guard, and I say him. I guard him every day in practice. I mean, you can't ask for better than that. So my main thing is his leadership just kept going to another level every time. Like you knew he was the point guard on the floor, and he would control things at all times. That's what I always loved about him.
Mm-hmm. Before we continue with Trevor, let me tell you guys a little bit about our partners over at Bet Rivers Sportsbook. If you haven't signed up with Bet Rivers yet, now's the time because they are offering a $250 match bonus for your first deposit. But what sets them apart is they require just one playthrough to turn your bonus into cash money. With their new Rush Pay instant approval, withdrawing your winnings is safer, more secure, and more reliable. With hoop season right around the corner, get in on the action by going to betrivers.com today or by downloading the BetRivers iOS app. Must be 21 years or older. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. There've been some rumblings about you guys, having started practice, and your name is coming up a lot as a guy who's been impressive. So, from your perspective, how the first few practices has been, and what have you been trying to show for yourself as official practices have started?
My thing is just I try to just be myself. I try to play my game. I didn't try to come here and play a whole nother game I'm not used to playing. So my thing is just being versatile. Playing defense, playing both sides of the ball, and that's what I do. My thing was I want to come out here and make a statement, and I decided to make a statement on the defense end first.
Mm-hmm.
When a player, a lot of people don't like to play defense. I feel like when I play defense, my offense gets going. My main thing was just be myself. And that's what I've been doing. I'm gonna keep focusing on that.
For sure. And we know AJ is going to be out for a few weeks. How do you guys pick up the slack and kind of pick up the things that you guys are used to him doing on the court?
It was definitely tough hearing AJ was out, but AJ, being 6'6", he had a 45-inch vert, strong. It's crazy. He's super talented on the court. So we definitely gonna miss him, but at the same time, we can't sulk about it. We gotta move on. So guys gotta step up, including myself. We gotta step up. Win games. We can't throw him back in there. Can't go back in time and change it. It happened. He's gonna be back better than ever. And then all of us just gotta step up and compete.
Yeah. Is there a guy in these first few practices that you think is going to surprise people when the season starts?
Yeah, I feel like it's multiple guys because I think Duke still got this rep on them. We still got this rep on us that Coach K is not the same. He's too busy. It's going to be a Hollywood year for Duke. This is last year. They're not going to be locked in. They're going to have the season this last year. Knowing that Duke, that's never the case for Duke like last season. But we're gonna have that rep on us. So I feel like it's definitely be a lot of standouts. Wendell He's leading the team crazy. As a junior, he been killing in practice. Been fun matching up with him. He's gonna be better. I feel like he's gonna have a breakout year. You go down the list, you get P. A lot of people think P is just, here just to go to NBA. I could be a top 3 pick. I don't really care about this team. He gonna be a ball hog. That's what people think. But P loves passing. Sometimes P pass too much and they get on him. So it's crazy. And then you got Joey. He's the captain. Him and Wendell captains. Just Joey makes shots. He's defending. Like it's crazy. I feel like it's definitely gonna be a lot of standouts this year across the board because people still got that bad rap on us. But it's all right.
What are some things you're looking forward to most as the season gets closer?
Yeah, I'm probably looking for most is just, I always dreamed about, playing in front of camera, like playing in camera. It's always been my dream. So I'll probably say that's what I'm looking forward to seeing the most, them home games, the crowd going crazy. And I'll probably say another thing is away games. Like away games where, the crowd's noisy. It's fourth quarter. Not fourth quarter, but it's about 4 minutes left in the second half. You got to push through and the crowd going crazy. I think that I'm gonna be excited for those too. Them road win games are definitely important. I think I'm looking forward to that too.
Yeah, those are fun, man. When you just shut everybody up, they've been loud the whole game, and then it's quiet. That's always nice. That's when you did your job. So you mentioned the Crazies, and you'll get your first little taste of them this Friday with Countdown to Craziness. You got any nerves? Excited? A little bit of both.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm probably gonna get emotional. Like probably before I go out there, just because like I said, it's been my dream. Like I'm living my dream. Because there's been definitely certain times where I felt like I couldn't go to Duke. Like Duke's out the picture. Like I might as well settle for a lower level school. So I feel like it still haven't kicked in yet that I'm at my dream school, that I'm living it, that I'm built for this. I feel like it's definitely gonna kick in when I see that crowd and I go out there with my intro song. I think it's definitely a little bit of nerves and emotion. I feel like it's inside me, and I feel like once it happens, it will get out. But
Yeah,
I'll be straight after that for sure.
I saw they had some of the Crazies were out lined up. You gotten to hang out with the Crazies at all that were waiting outside to get tickets?
To me, that's still crazy. They sell tickets at 6 a.m. He was out there. I went to go get shots up. Me and P went to go get shots up at like 11. We get out about like 11:45, and I'm seeing all these people lining up, sleeping on the ground for some tickets. Like it's crazy. And then you see that other thing that happened a couple weeks ago where they bought 4 UNC tickets for $1 million. Like somebody bought 4 UNC tickets for $1 million, and it's for a basketball game. Like there's nothing additional with that. Like they're not coming into the game and they're getting gifts and stuff. They want to see us play. So it's just crazy how much people really, care about seeing us play basketball and really winning. And some of them want to see us lose. So it's crazy. I love the camera crazies. So I'm definitely happy I'm on their side and not the opposite side for sure.
For sure. I thought about that like every game. I was like, man, I'm glad I'm not. I'm glad they're rooting for me. All right, we're gonna do some rapid fire questions real quick. Let the fans get to know you a little bit. What's your favorite meal?
My favorite meal, I'll probably say soul food. So probably some anything. I like mac and cheese a lot. So soul food definitely. Any soul food I'd be good with.
Okay. Favorite movie?
Favorite movie. Probably Ride Along. Probably Ride Along.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay. TV show.
TV show Outer Banks.
Okay.
That show's crazy.
Who's your favorite artist right now?
Right now, probably Lil Baby or Lil Baby or No Cap.
Okay. Marvel or DC?
You said what?
Marvel or DC?
Marvel.
Okay. Jordan or LeBron?
Jordan.
Oh, most young people
Jordan.
go.
Jordan.
Most young folks go to LeBron. Okay, I respect it. Um, you rather get a poster or an ankle breaker?
Poster.
Okay. If you got a full slate of NBA games, who are the guys that you must see?
That I must see.
Yeah. Who? What games? Who would you turn on first?
Who I'm turning on first is Kevin Durant.
Okay.
I feel like Kevin Durant's the best player in the NBA. That's my opinion. So whenever the Nets plan and I'm able to see it, I'm definitely coming on it first.
All right. Favorite sport outside of basketball to watch?
Football. I love college football.
Okay. Who's your college football team?
Alabama. We just took a bad L. I don't want to talk about it.
How did you become an Alabama fan from the DMV?
No. Listen, I got people. I got people that that's from
Okay.
Alabama.
All right.
So I always been an Alabama fan.
Okay. All right. You didn't just jump on when Saban came out?
I've been an Alabama fan.
All right. You have a hobby or a talent that not very many people know about?
Nah, I don't really. Nah, I don't got nothing really unique about me.
Just hoop. I respect it. All right. Last thing. I need a all-time Duke starting five and a six-man. You got to win one game. I need five guys and a six-man.
Kyrie Irving.
Okay.
Uh, two. I'm putting. Do I include myself in these? I include myself.
If you want to.
I ain't gonna do it. Yeah, I'm trying to think. Two, I got Cam Reddish.
Okay.
Three, Jason Tatum.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going Zion.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going Marvin Bagley.
Ooh, okay. And who's coming off the bench?
Who I got off the bench?
One guy off the bench.
I gotta go Gary Trent Jr.
So that's an all 2011 and past squad right there. I like it though. So we got Kai, Cam,
Jason.
Tatum, Zion, Bags, and Gary. Okay, I like that team.
Yeah, I'm a see. I feel like them just being my favorites, like just my favorites watching. I'm a big Cam Reddish fan. I still believe him in that draft. I still tell people this to this day that he was the best player in that draft class that he was in, that coming out of that draft. So when he's killing right now, people see him killing right now. I'm like, I've been told y'all. I was there when he dropped 50 in Maryland. It was crazy. Them definitely, they're my favorite six. They're my favorite six Duke players right there for sure.
Yeah, that's a good team. I mean, honestly, yeah, Cam is one of those guys, man, that anybody who, like all his peers that were around him at the time, say the same thing. Like he got crazy game. So hopefully he can, if he just stay healthy this year, I think this will be a good breakout year for him.
Sure.
But yeah, man, that's all I got. I appreciate the time. Yeah, man, good luck this year. I'll definitely be watching. I'll try and get to a game or two if I can. But yeah, good luck. Do your thing, and yeah, just stay healthy. Go win that six banner, man.
All right, appreciate you. Thank
Yes,
you.
sir. Take it easy.